Big story. Detectives say he was driving what could have been a cop car. It had the sirens and the lights, but what he did not have was a driver's license or a bag.
In a world where safety and trust are paramount, one individual dared to cross the line between reality and illusion. This is the true story of a 19-year-old who donned law enforcement attire, seeking power and control in the most deceitful ways. Brace yourself as we delve into the depths of this chilling tale, where the boundaries of truth and deception are pushed to their limits. It was a quiet community, unsuspecting and tranquil. But lurking beneath the surface was a young imposter.
So do you wear this vest carrier on duty?
No.
In the jail?
I mean, like I can. So I usually wear it under my other shirt.
Okay.
What did...
This 19-year-old allegedly embarked on a disturbing mission that would leave the town reeling. What possesses someone so young to impersonate a police officer? The audacity is staggering. As we try to make sense of this horrifying charade, we must wonder, what were the motivations driving this young imposter to play such a dangerous game? Traffic stops, a routine interaction between civilians and those sworn to protect them.
That's fine. I mean, I've seen a lot worse.
Investigators are still trying to figure out why Jackson came to Oklahoma, but said for now it doesn't appear he had a job or even an interview lined up like he said. They're also saying if you get stopped by an unmarked car or you've
Into scenes of trepidation and uncertainty. Innocent motorists found themselves face to face with a false authority, their trust shattered in an instant. The consequences of such deceptive acts cannot be understated. Lives were put at risk, and the fabric of a community was torn apart. But what led this young individual to walk this dark path? Was it a thirst for power, a desperate cry for recognition, or something far more sinister lurking beneath the surface?
Over in the area, obviously impersonating a law enforcement officer.
That's fine. I mean, I've
See anybody him stop and talk to anybody like...
Oh, okay.
He was parked back into a parking spot.
As the law enforcement agencies launched an intense investigation, the imposter's carefully constructed facade began to crumble.
No, you just need to know if you have contact information for a supervisor. I wouldn't worry about the jail thing right now.
I really don't want to with the beard part. Like I said, it's
Like a relentless pursuer, the truth closed in on the young pretender. Now, the lingering questions haunt those touched by this brazen deception. Join us as we unravel this sinister chronicle, where the thin blue line between justice and deception blurs into darkness. This is the story of a 19-year-old's audacious impersonation, a true crime tale that will leave you questioning the depths of human desperation and the fragility of trust. The community was left grappling with the unsettling reality that a seemingly ordinary 19-year-old named Jackson Jones had donned the guise of a police officer, casting a dark shadow over their once peaceful streets. In a place where crime was uncommon and neighbors knew each other by name, the revelation of Jones' impersonation sent shockwaves through the tight-knit community. It was an evening like any other when drivers encountered flashing lights behind them, obediently pulling over, believing they were facing a genuine law enforcement officer. But little did they know that their trust was misplaced, and their safety was compromised by the actions of an imposter. Word quickly spread through the Oklahoma County Sheriff's Office, the bastion of law and order in the region. With a commitment to upholding justice, authorities swiftly launched an investigation to uncover the truth behind this audacious charade.
That's fine. I mean, I've seen a lot worse.
Investigators are still trying to figure out why Jackson came to Oklahoma, but said for now it doesn't appear he had a job or even an interview lined up like he said.
Determined to protect their community from such deceit. The pieces of Jones' deceptive puzzle began to come together as evidence was painstakingly gathered. When he was apprehended, the gravity of his actions became evident. Wearing a bulletproof vest emblazoned with a sheriff patch and a duty belt laden with knives, a flashlight, and handcuffs, he projected an illusion of
Duty-style looking shoes and a vest carrier.
well, I mean, like I'm trying to go back to work though. I mean, my cousin's a jail manager. I'm trying to be a cop up here, but none of you guys will hire me.
Well, it's kind of a process to get hired.
I don't understand. Tennessee's different from Oklahoma. Because Tennessee got me on less than like 3 weeks.
left a chilling impact on those who had encountered him. But the truth could not be concealed forever. As investigators dug deeper, it was revealed that Jones's claims of being employed with the Campbell County Sheriff's Office in Tennessee were nothing more than fabrications. Even his own cousin, the jail administrator, testified against him, exposing the extent of his deceit.
We already know I'm going to jail.
Alright. Turn around and face the other way. Put your hands behind your back. You're under arrest for impersonating law enforcement, alright? And then you also have a charge for...
And severing the familial bond that had once existed. Victims bravely stepped forward to recount their encounters with the imposter, their stories revealing Jones's aggressive demeanor and false claims of being an undercover officer. Their courage played a crucial role in dismantling his web of lies, providing crucial testimony that would lead to his apprehension and subsequent arrest.
So many people can go out and buy a badge nowadays that looks like a cop. That identification comes specifically from the issuing agency and will let you know if that's a real cop or not.
Oklahoma County Sheriff Tommy Johnson III, a stalwart defender of justice, issued a stern warning to the community, urging them to remain vigilant. He emphasized the importance of dialing 911 if anyone had doubts about the legitimacy of a traffic stop.
Usually, so since it's your first offense going to jail, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. And I'm from Tennessee. I shouldn't be in jail that long. I should be on.
It's all up to the judge on that. And whether or not you have the ability to bond out financially.
Well, tomorrow is Monday, so we get that court.
Possibly.
So I would have to say it.
It depends on if you bond out.
That's how I would have to get.
Once you get in and get booked in, there will be a bond amount that will be set. And then if you can bond out. Yeah, it's getting impounded.
Okay, so how is my girlfriend supposed to get it?
So she'll have to show proof of ownership. So if you get bonded out or whatever, then you'll be able to get it out.
Okay.
As long as we don't place a hold on it for investigative purposes. Okay?
I mean, I wasn't really doing nothing with it.
With the car?
I mean, there's nothing police stuff in it, like police interceptor.
Well, that's fine.
Ensuring that trained dispatchers would verify the authenticity and prioritize their safety. After an exhaustive investigation, Jones faced the consequences of his actions. Charged with impersonating an officer and additional offenses, he awaited his day in court within the confines of the Oklahoma County Detention Center.
That's how I would have to get.
Once you get in and get booked in, there will be a bond amount that will be set. And then if you can bond out with the bondsman or whatever,
if somebody pays me all the way from Tennessee, we're all the way.
They'll have to get with the bondsman here, make a payment to the bondsman, and the bondsman will come bond you out.
Oh, okay. So they just got to contact me.
Yeah. All right.
How's it going?
Better every day.
The community, relieved that the imposter had been unmasked, sought solace in the reminder to remain vigilant and to trust in the dedicated men and women who safeguard their safety and security. From the depths of this cautionary tale emerged a resounding message, a call to preserve the pillars of trust, to value the integrity of those who uphold justice, and to ensure that the bonds of community remain unbroken, even in the face of deception. As we come to the end of this harrowing true crime tale, we are left grappling with the consequences of one individual's misguided actions. In the wake of Jackson Jones' alleged impersonation of a police officer and his orchestration of fake traffic stops, a community was left shaken, trust was shattered, and lives were put at risk. The arrest and subsequent investigation shed light on the disturbing motivations behind this audacious charade. Was it a thirst for power? A desperate desire for recognition, or something far more sinister lurking within the mind of a 19-year-old? While we may never fully comprehend the depths of Jones' intentions, the impact of his actions serves as a stark reminder of the fragility of trust within our society. Through the dedication and vigilance of law enforcement agencies, Jones's false authority was ultimately exposed. The justice system will now determine the appropriate consequences for his alleged crimes, bringing a sense of closure to those affected. As we reflect on this chilling episode, may it serve as a cautionary tale, urging us to remain vigilant and discerning in the face of authority. Let us remember the importance of trust, the responsibility of those who uphold the badge, and the resilience of communities that refuse to be broken by deception. And so, we bid farewell to the story of a young imposter whose actions blurred the lines between truth and deceit. May it stand as a stark reminder that even in the darkest corners, the light of justice will prevail, leaving us with a renewed commitment to safeguarding the bonds of trust that hold our communities together.